Hi, welcome once again to M5's English language learning program, Let's Speak English. I'm Gav Duncan and I'm here on your TV screen to help you learn English. Now, are you sitting comfortably? Yes? Good. And are you ready for today's lesson? Yes? Good. Okay, well, let's learn English together. Okay, people, what week is this? What time is this? Yes, it's 3:30 or thereabouts, and it's week 27. Damn, week 27. Can you believe it? If you can't, pinch yourself to check if you're awake. Ow! Okay, now that your arm hurts, let's get back on track. We're here this week with a mission. That's right. It's actually the same mission as usual. We're learning English. But this week, just like last week, we're revising what we've already seen. This week, we're going to have another look at what we learned at the beginning of our relationship together. Yes, that's right. We're going back further than we normally do in order to have a look at some stuff that you might not remember. Our revision is very important. We have to make sure that we check up on what we know regularly. This is what we're doing now, and this is a big revision. So, less talk, more revision. Okay, well, let's get on with it and let's get it on. Okay, so which verbs do we know? Well, we know the verbs to be, to watch, to learn, to look at. We know lots of verbs. Here are some more really useful verbs. To come, to go, to live, to work, to read, to write, to drive, to walk, to run, to swim, to like, to love, to wash, to wake up, to get up, to fly, to play, and to carry. Okay, Mabel, show us the table. Okay, so now we know some more verbs. Now, when do we use the present simple with verbs? Well, we use the present simple to talk about things that are true. We also use the present simple to talk about things which happen sometimes or all the time. Now, let's look at some words we use to talk about time. Words we use when we use the present simple. Have a look at the list of words we use to talk about when or how often we do things. Always, never, every day, every Saturday, sometimes, 3 times a week, every weekend, twice a year, usually, normally. Let me give you an example, a very simple example. My name is Gav. This sentence is in the present simple tense. Why do we use the present simple for names? Well, names always stay the same. Well, nearly always. Normally, the name you have when you're born is the name you have all your life. It's true, all the time. Okay, what else stays the same? Well, what about your birthday? It's on the same day every year. It doesn't change. So, I always say, my birthday is on the 23rd of November. Now, do you remember why I use on? That's right. Remember when we learned about prepositions of time with Terry the squirrel? That's right. we learned 3 prepositions of time: at, on, and in. Do you remember when we used them? We use at for clock times. I wake up at 7:45. We use on for days and dates. I work on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. And I relax on Saturday and Sunday. Christmas Day is on the 25th of December in the UK. Okay, well, what about something else which doesn't change? What about where I live? I say I live in Hungary. It's the same all the time. Always. Nearly always. True. False. Gods of English, wake up! We're back. Okay, so we know we use the present simple to talk about things that are always true or generally true. There was something else we learned about verbs in the present simple tense, wasn't there? That's right. Give that woman a coconut. When we use verbs in the present simple tense, we have to be careful about the spelling of what? Correct-a-doodle-doo. With verbs in the present simple, the spelling of the third person singular changes. Now, which of you gods of English remembers the third person singular? Ah, yes, Varga-Chongi from Örsöd. Correct. Well done, Chongi. So, as Chongi told us, the third person singular is he, she, and it. So, when we use verbs in the present simple tense, we have to be careful with the third person singular, with he, she, and it, because the spelling of the verb changes. Good. Now, how does the spelling of the third person singular change in the present simple tense? Do you remember? This was in week 6 as well. We looked at the verb to read. Do you remember? Think back, concentrate. Think back to week 6, week 6, week 6. I read, you read, he, she, it reads. We read, you read, they read. Did you notice the difference? That's right. We use the same for everyone, but not for he, she, it. The third person singular, he, she, it, adds an S to the end of the verb. Now, do you remember the 5 groups of nouns? We learned that when we change a noun from a singular into a plural, we change the spelling. There were 5 groups. Do you remember the groups? First, there is group 1. We change these nouns from singular to plural by adding S to the end of the noun. Then there's group 2. The second group are nouns which end in S, SH, CH, and X. We change these nouns from singular to plural by adding ES. Then there's group 3. The third group are nouns which end in Y. If the noun ends in consonant plus Y, then we change the singular to plural by changing the Y to IES. Also in this group, we have nouns which end in vowel plus Y. We change these nouns from singular to plural by adding S. Okay. So now let's look at group 4. The fourth group are nouns which end in F or FE. To make these nouns plural, we change the F or FE to VES. Okay, so we know about the different groups and the way we change singular nouns to make them plural. Now, some nouns are irregular. These nouns are illogical, so we have to learn and remember them. Okay, So now there are 5 groups. Group number 5 is the irregular group. Here, in group 5, logic is dead. Now, let's think about group 3. Nouns in group 3 have different spellings if they end in vowel plus y or consonant plus y. Do you remember vowels and consonants? That's right. Vowels are A, E, I, O, and U. And consonants are all the other letters in the alphabet. B, C, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now, we need to think about vowels and consonants with some verbs in the present simple tense. Look at these 2 verbs, to play and to fly. To play ends in vowel plus y. This means that in the third person singular, he, she, it, we add s, like most verbs in the present simple tense. To fly ends in consonant plus y. This means that in the third person singular, we change the y to ies. I play, you play, he, she, it plays. We play, you play, they play. I fly, you fly, he, she, it flies. We fly, you fly, they fly. So, now we can see 2 different spelling changes. With most verbs, we add an s to the third person singular in the present simple tense. But if the verb ends in consonant plus y, then we change the y to ies. Now, what about irregular verbs? Well, the verb to go is irregular. In the third person singular, it changes to goes, like this. I go, you go. He, she, it goes. We go, you go, they go. The verb to go changes to goes in the third person singular because it belongs to a group of irregular verbs. If the verb ends in ss, x, ch, sh, or o, then we add es to the third person singular. Okay, so let's look at that again. We add s to most verbs in the third person singular. He, she, it. We add es to irregular verbs which end in ss or x or ch or sh or o in the third person singular. If the verb ends in consonant plus y, then we change the y to ies in the third person singular. Okay, so we know the rules. I know the rules. You know the rules, and he knows the rules. She knows the rules, and it knows the rules. Magic. Horses, donkeys, zebras, and gnu's. Great! Another part of our English studies refreshed and revised. Well done! It's good to go back and check. We need to make sure that our English knowledge is super glued into place in our brains. Okay, people, that's all the time we have for today. So, until tomorrow, if you want some more, you'll have to check out the website www.m5tv.hu. Okay, I'm Gav Duncan. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye.